we have wide receiver from your Seattle Seahawks, Jaxon Smith-Njigba. How you doing, Jaxon?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Well, we want to know how it felt coming off of that game. You got 7 catches for 180 yards. Could have been more, but a couple of touchdowns. I mean, was that maybe one of your? Did something click in that game? How did that feel for you, just as a competitor?
I mean, it felt great. I would have felt a lot better. Getting the win,
sure,
of course, but as far as my confidence goes, it's definitely a confidence builder, and I was lucky enough to have a lot of opportunities to really just slice up the defense, run a ton of different routes, and me and Gino just putting the ball, where it's supposed to be, and making my job easy to just catch it and make plays and have fun out there. It's definitely, confidence is definitely going in the right direction. I've always felt, since, I got drafted here that, I can put up those numbers, but, that's not everything. It's about the wins, and, I'm going to just, try to take every opportunity and just, try to excel at that.
Were those numbers, you averaged basically 26 yards per catch. You've had some games where you were featured, go back to the New England game where you were targeted 16 times, 12 receptions, but you averaged 9.8 yards per catch. Was that game, the last game against the Rams, was that more about them just featuring you, or were you the one who was getting designed deeper routes in that game?
Yeah, I mean, I would just say the difference was, we connected on the deep routes, multiple times, and that will do it for you. That will make it look good. New England is I was trying to just chipping away at the defense, so to speak, and it's both games I feel comfortable, whatever the quarterback, whatever Coach Grubbs, has me do, I feel like I can get it done. And, that's just how the game went. It was more, big plays. We needed it, going back and forth with, a great offense that they have. So, definitely more designed, to get me on safeties and corners to go deep. And we just executed downfield.
So, Jaxon, you're talking to a couple of ex-NFL defensive players. So,
okay.
Of course, we love when you're going downfield and blocking. And just in the preseason game against the Chargers, you just obliterated a defender, and I just loved that. Tell us about, and I think DK and all your receivers really have that same mentality, but how much pride do you take in getting a good block like that? Is that almost as good as a catch?
Oh, 1,000%. It feels great. Getting a block and, opening it up for, your teammate and being the reason why, maybe the reason why that, that we sprung out and, hit a big one. And, I love to be a part of that. I take, much pride in that. Feel like I can do a better job. I think I'll do a better job this week and as the weeks continue. But, I take extreme pride in that. I love to do it. I love to get my hands dirty. It's actually how I started playing at Ohio State, being able to do that. So I understand that it's a very big deal. It's very important, especially me being in the slot.
You're coming off a bye week, and obviously getting the body rested is big. Everybody says, hey, I had to take care of my body to recover for the rest of the season. But what did you take away from the bye week? Was there anything that you were working on individually? And what did you guys talk about as a team during the bye week?
Yeah, really, first, individually, I would just say taking care of my body. I needed a few days to, get back right, mentally and physically, as a team, we were just like, hey, when we come back, we're gonna have to go on a run. To me and the team, I feel like we're in the playoffs already. This week is a playoff game to us. It's a must win. And, that's kind of our mindset going forward. The games, we need a win. We need to get in the playoffs, and this is a time to do it. November, December football, it's a big time. Y'all know that, and we just got to push forward. I feel very confident, right now, talking to y'all and ready to go on Sunday.
Hey, Jaxon, I think fans look at it differently, but a lot of people have talked about okay, well, what about when DK's in there, and what about the targets and who gets what? And I always look at it like, number one, it's not a zero-sum game. It's not, that's going to take anything away from you. And then the other thing is, when things are going good and we throw the ball a lot, there's plenty to go around for everybody, right?
1,000%, 1,000%. I mean, I really feel like that's where the game is going towards. You see the college level, you see the NFL level. You need multiple receivers making plays. I mean, you look at the offenses around the league. They're throwing the football, and we definitely are throwing the football. As you can see statistically, and as you watch the game. So yeah, definitely don't press about balls. It's a group effort. To win, and we need everyone. And it's very important.
One thing that's pretty cool about you and your name, Dave introduced you and said Jackson. I've never said Jackson. I've always said JSN. And there's names out there like Tiger. You know who it is. I mean, you're JSN. One is how weird is that to you? And two, what do they call you? What do the players call you?
Yeah, it was weird at first. Like in college, when I was, when they started saying it, it was a little weird. I usually go by my close friends, really call me Jax, which most of the team do, but they call me JSN as well. I would say it's honestly 50-50. I've kind of grown to like JSN. I think it's cool. I think the abbreviation's cool. But I'm fine with whatever, for real.
Yeah,
I like it.
I kind of flubbed that in the beginning. I said it a million times perfectly, and
I love it.
But Jax, that's what I hear from Gino and everything. Hey, another thing we loved about you was you come in here as a rookie. You're a top 20 pick. And you got your wrist broken or something like that. And I thought, oh man, it's going to take a while. You didn't miss a game, man. I mean, tell us about that. And that's part of being a pro, right? I mean, you've got to fight through rehabilitation surgeries, things like that, and just tell us about that experience. I was so proud of you that you didn't miss a game.
Yeah, 1,000%. I mean, I take pride in being on the field and doing whatever I can to be on the field, and I really do love to play ball. There was kind of some stuff in the air, coming out and missing the whole season of college football. Like I wanted to miss that, and that's definitely not the case with me. I love to play. If I can run and I can do my job, like I'm going to play. And I do what it takes to be on the field every week. And so that was just a thing. I had to put a screw in the wrist and just go out there and play. I was able to. It was safe. Everything was good. So got the green light, and I played. I just take pride. I love the game. I don't want to disrespect the game at all, but when I can play, I'm going to play.
I love it, Jackson. Yeah, just put a screw in there. No big deal. Just some hardware. Hey, listen, good luck to you this weekend, and we love watching you, and thanks for your time.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.